Hi, I'm making my first video on IC, which is short for interstitial cystitis. And it's really a difficult thing for me to talk about, but I looked on YouTube and saw some other videos. Shout out to Christine Sullivan and some other people that wanted to talk about it, and I thought that was really brave. And I just wanted to make a couple of parts, maybe a part one, part two, part three, on my IC journey and what I find helpful and what I don't, and um, just talk about how debilitating it is. I just want to go back a little bit. I was diagnosed with IC in 2009. And just real quickly, I just want to say for all those who are saying, well, why aren't you showing your face? Um, it's it's just, I don't know. I just feel kind of down about it. I'm not feeling too great right now, and um, I believe in having my makeup and my hair done, and looking really great when I'm in the company of others, and I really don't have my makeup and stuff on. So this first video, I'm not gonna really, show myself. Although there's nothing wrong with the natural look, but I guess it's just the Leo in me. I'm a Leo, and we always have to be all done up and everything. But anyways, I was diagnosed with it in 2009, and it was miserable. It lasted for months, and I have a great urologist, and he prescribed the Ilmaron, and I don't know if you guys know of this drug. It's called Urabel, and it's kind of like the Peridium that turns the urine orange and calms the bladder down when you go to the bathroom, but it turns the urine blue, like a light colored blue, and it's really much better than Peridium at calming things down, and I think with the urethra and everything. And he wanted me to take 3 of those a day of the Urabel and 3 of the Elmaron, which is a lot. But that helped some, but it didn't really take it away or, eliminate it that much. But it did help. And I took that for months in 2009, and then all of a sudden it must have went into remission. I personally don't think it was that bad then. I don't know, but I took it for some months, and then I didn't have any more problems until now. Um, Last year in September, I think it was like, no, yeah, September. I live in Texas, and so it was really, really hot. And I kept going to Sonic. I wasn't hardly eating much food, but I'd go to Sonic and just get a large, like, slushy, the slushies that they have. And I did that for like 2 weeks, like every day. I would like get a slushy, and it threw me into a bad, bad flare. And I really, since I hadn't had any icy problems in like 2 or 3 years, I thought it was just a bad UTI. I went to the doctor. They said it was a UTI, gave me Cipro. It didn't work. Went back. I was still having bad symptoms. My bladder was overreactive. They tried some more antibiotic. Still didn't help. Went to another doctor. He said it was probably UTI, but no, I'm sorry, he didn't. He said my urine was clear, but I still had overactive bladder to where I was getting up like, oh my God, every 30 minutes when I would go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep, and then I would go all day. I mean, one time I went to the bathroom 30 times in that day, and it was miserable. So they gave me Ditropen, and he had me on that 3 times a day. Then he changed it to Ditropen XL, which is longer lasting. And I was still having problems. So he's like, you got to go to the urologist. So I knew it was probably IC at that point that had returned. Went to the urologist. He put me on the Urabel and the Elmaron, and he said that I probably will need a scope. But he suspects it's the IC coming back. And so I mean, I was just fed up with it. And I was also going to pain management that had me on hydrocodone, and it just seemed like it wasn't really working, and the pills were just really messing me up. They constipate you. They do a lot of damage. And I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I pray, and it seemed like I heard the voice of God, telling me to get off the painkillers. And I don't know if it was doing more harm or what have you, but I just felt an urge that I just had to stop these medications. I even stopped the Elmeron, and I stopped the Urabel. It doesn't seem like all of that was helping that much anyway. And so I stopped it, and I stopped everything cold turkey. I stopped everything cold turkey. And it was really by the grace of God. I mean, I felt kind of horrible like the first week because all that stuff was getting out of my system. But what I did as far as eating is I just juiced up some fruits. I juiced up a lot of fruits and things like pears, apples. I just made some juice like carrots and some vegetables, and that's what I was drinking. And I also had a little bit of oatmeal. Um, and I noticed that my symptoms had subsided a lot. And I was praising God and thanking God, and just even though I didn't feel it all the way, I was just claiming that I would be healed, because in the Bible it says that through His stripes we are healed, and that means everything from addictions to if you have a problem with alcohol, or if you have a problem with rejection by people. It's just whatever. I mean, God can come in and intervene, and He can heal. And in my situation, I was so miserable, and I was so depressed by the IC, that the Lord, really put on my heart, this is what I want you to do. And it wasn't, sometimes we rely so much on our doctors. And, a lot of times, and every time God will have the answer, because God is the manufacturer of your body. He created it, He made it, and He knows better than the doctors. I mean, and so I just noticed that I just had just a great reduction in pain. I did this for about a week. I lost 15 pounds, which was a bonus. And then I just start gradually introducing some of the old foods I was eating back in. And I say within a week or two, I was in pain all over again. I mean, just when I don't know about certain people, but when I have IC, it hurts my back. It radiates pain in my back, my pelvic area, hip bones, and it goes down to the legs. And it's horrible pain. Horrible, horrible pain. And, you know, now for the pain, um, I take ibuprofen. I'm out of the Urabel and out of the Elmeron. But ever since I went on a fast and I prayed, it's so much better. I don't have as much urgency and frequency like I used to at all. I mean, I can like go to sleep for 3 to 4 hours and I have to get up and go to the bathroom. And I know that's because of God. I know it's because of it, and I give Him praise for that. So, but it's like the only thing that I have now is if I eat something, like, I don't know, a cookie, just dinner, um, my bladder will start to pain. It'll start to hurt and feel uncomfortable. And it'll start radiating up in the stomach. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And what I'm trying to say is now I think that I see the biggest thing that hurts people is the diet. Because I know when I went on a fast and I started praying and I had eliminated a lot of those foods, I was not in as much pain as I am in today. And I feel like God is saying that, you need to eliminate these foods. I think if we can eliminate baked goods and things that we're not supposed to be eating, then the body can heal itself. I really do, because like I said, if the things that really hurt me are juices. I can't do citrus. I can't do tomatoes, tomato sauce, juices. And sometimes I get tired of water and I want something else. So what I do is I do the Welch's 100% grape juice because it doesn't have citric acid in it. Um, but like a lot of juices have acids in them. But I'll just pour maybe a fourth a cup in a cup, and I'll put a little bit of Trevia in there to sweeten it just a little bit, or you don't have to. And then I just fill it with like 8 ounces of water, sometimes 10 ounces of water, and it just is kind of like a grape flavored water. So I dilute it a lot, and it doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't bother me, but I can't drink it every day, maybe 3 times a week. And I do decaffeinated tea, and I don't do it strong. I just put the bag into the water until it lightly turns brown, and I don't make it strong, but I do decaffeinated tea sometimes. But it is a struggle. It is debilitating. I miss work. I have a great brain. I miss working, but I remember the last time that I was working, I was in so much pain at work, doubled over. It hurt to sit. I had to stand a lot, because I had a sit down job, and it was really rough. So it's just what I'm trying to say is my heart really goes out to people who have IC. But the biggest thing that I have found helpful is the Urabel to try to calm things down. You might want to ask your doctor about that, and um, the diet, changing the diet. Every day I have to put a heating pad on my back. My back and hips hurt so bad when it's trying to spasm. And so today, it's April 2nd, 2013, and I'm going back kind of like on my fast, just doing my prayer, asking God to heal me. And just, I went to the health food store and I got a bunch of shakes with whey protein because soy can irritate the bladder. And I got some Atkins shakes, and I'll probably be doing some juicing. And I do have some Progresso light soup. I'm gonna try to get on something very bland because I'm just really tired of the pain. I mean, sometimes you just want to enjoy a night out with friends and family, and it's just like, you just want to enjoy yourself, and you just eat. But I mean, you're always gonna pay. You're always gonna pay. And I think with the bland diet, if I can do it long enough, I think that symptoms will get better or will go into remission. But they really do need to find a cure. They really do. Because we go through so much every day. You don't know what kind of day is it going to be. Is it going to be a bad day, a really, really bad day, horrible, horrible, horrible day? Is it going to be a moderate pain day where you can deal with things a little bit better? But I give commitments to anybody that has this. But like I said, sometimes I was just really getting tired of conventional medicine and just wanted to try something different. But when I think about InterStim and people having to get devices, and I mean, it's just so extreme. It really is. It's so extreme, and it's just my wish and my hope and my prayer that people will get better. It's almost my time that I'm going to have to cut this off if I want to get it on YouTube. And this is part one, just sharing a little bit about my journey. I'll probably put another video out just to kind of talk more in depth about IC. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or email address. I'll be willing to talk, help, and encourage anybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.